Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the U.S. and around the world, the Midwest Motorsports GT4 Series is going international tonight in Brazil Circuit Interlagos, 15 corners, 2.7 miles. Thanks for joining us. I'm James J. with Adam Sondag running cameras. You have arrived just in time for our season to continue. Niles Kula has put it on the pole. I'm on the pole with John Daniels on the front row. There we go. John Daniels on the pole. Niles Kula second. That was the last lap in qualifying change. So congratulations, John Daniels. Your points leader, Brian Coxon, right behind Jason Phillips. They are fourth and sixth on the grid. So they're coming down, or up, I should say, the uphill front straight. Remember that. GT4 cars, the track is green. And we're live. John Daniels gets an early start through the Senna S's, turns 1 and 2. Through the Curva del Sol down to lead the race and start off the first lap. It looks like everybody's made it through clear from what I can see so far. Remember, all first lap 4X and above will be reviewed. So these guys holding their own. But look at this. The red numbers on your timing tower are the AM drivers, and they lead the pack. Porsches look like they're going to be pretty strong today, as the top three runners right now are Porsches. Josh Bloom and Jason Phillips. Jason Phillips has the STP look tonight. But yeah, John Daniels, congratulations to him, number 81. He actually won the Cup Series race this Sunday. The duels sets the qualifying race, so good on the ovals. Took a quick overnight flight to make it in time for Brazil, using all of the circuit on the entry for the final corner. João to head back up the hill for the first lap, and it looks like Josh Bloom went wide there. Turn 1, he's off the track. It continues to drop. The 80 rejoins in 10th place behind Walker McNulty. Looks like it got pretty crowded there, but David Stark, Steve Hansel is going 3 wide into turn 1. There we go. And somebody else is off. Is that Josh Bloom again going off? Yes. Not a good start for Josh Bloom. Here's a replay coming in all by himself. Oh, just went off track on the entry. He got his right rear off into the grass, and around he goes. Lots of time left in the race. Josh, let's get the car back on track and get it together. I know you can do it. Look at Michael Odell holding down 6th place in the Aston Martin. Here's David Stark and Walker McNulty. I know Walker McNulty's got a few laps around this track in different types of cars. Here we are on board with them. A great look at the Brazil track coming around through the S's, the middle of the track. Very tough section, hard to get right. Patience is a virtue on this track. The camber does not help you, especially on this corner. Long and slow, be disciplined on the throttle, especially here as well, because this is the last corner before the longest straight. David Stark using all the track, trying to catch up to Jesse Coffey ahead. But here's the uphill front straight. And the pit entry, be careful about the pit entry. Somebody's trying to slow down for the pit lane speed. Might be a factor. 150, 100 brake marker. Hard on the brakes into turn 1, the Senna S's. Downhill, patient on the throttle. This is leading on to another straight, Curva del Sol, and it looks like Travis Rowe, your first pro driver, has caught up with Niles Kula in second. So these are the top 3, all Porsches. Travis Rowe in third, Lynchburg, Virginia, chasing the brown Porsche of Niles Kula. Niles Kula and John Daniels fast over 1 lap. John Daniels, the pro driver, I'm expecting him to get the little things right, like consistency, the timing of the pit stops, being able to conserve tires over a longer run. We'll see if the AM drivers can hold their spot. Jason Phillips in the STP Mercedes currently fourth. Niles Kula looking racy. Maybe he sees Travis Rowe coming up behind him and starts to apply pressure on John Daniels up ahead. John Daniels with a new paint job today. I didn't recognize him there for a second. Apologies, John. Once again, John Daniels, Niles Kula, Travis Rowe, 1, 2, and 3. Who can slipstream and be braver on the braking zone? Almost 2 seconds now back to Ian Bakaitis. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to Jason Phillips in fourth. It's looking back from John Daniels, and Niles Kula in the braking zone catches up. Niles Kula is going to have a better run through Curva del Sol here on exit. John Daniels does a great job of keeping it tight and carrying speed. No real advantage. Travis Rowe making a look. Niles Kula has to defend and then reset. This is pro level driving here up front. No question about it. The class of the field today. "15 turns this Brazil circuit. Hosted almost all the series. Very famous track. Everybody knows this track and loves it. Some might hate it. As a spectator, I absolutely love it. Oh, we got a great move by Ty Williams. He's got a new paint as well, with Justin Taylor stalking the two above, going side in front, going side by side. That's Walker McNulty and Ty Williams. Ty Williams has a new livery paint job as well, leaving plenty of room for Justin Taylor as they head up the hill, and Ian Bakaitis stalking Justin Taylor behind him. So Justin Taylor in the white Porsche with the green wheels. Albert Williams in their Doritos. I think that's how you say that. Paint job. All right, let's see if Justin Taylor can be later on the brakes than Ty Williams. Justin's in the Porsche. Ty Williams in the Mercedes. Here goes Justin. Looks inside. Ian Bakaitis looks inside as well. Albert Williams leaves plenty of room. Justin leaves room for Ty on the exit. Now coming through Curva del Sol. Justin Taylor has the advantage and takes the position. That's a classic Interlagos pass into turn one. Ian Bakaitis still has his flashers mapped to a different button. Sometimes that button gets stuck. And look behind him, CJ Barzak. I finally learned how to pronounce CJ's name correctly. Sorry about that. All these races, CJ. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports. We're glad you're here. And Andrew Willis right behind him in the green Mercedes. It's a little Mercedes freight train here. Justin Taylor's not pulling away, but there's CJ Barzak. He's got the cool 50-50 paint, chrome on one side, flat black on the other side. Whether he's coming or going, you get a different look. I like it. Ooh, Albert Williams wants that spot back. We go back up front. Nothing's happening. Your championship leaders, Jason Phillips and Brian Coxon are going at it, but up front, the race for the lead. John Daniels going very defensive. This is going to sacrifice his Senna S's turn 2 and 3. Let's see if Niles Kula can put the power down and get a good run. Not close enough this lap. Meanwhile, Travis Rowe carries a lot of speed. What an incredible GT4 race we are watching. If this is your first time here, go ahead and give us a follow. We appreciate everybody for checking in and signing in. If you're new to Midwest Motorsports, you can scan the QR code as we ride along with Niles Kula battling for the lead. The QR code on the screen will take you right to our link tree, and you can join in on some of this action. We have 1 road series and 2 oval series. Trucks on Friday night is the first oval series, and Sunday is the Cup series, the next gen cars. About to start our 7th season. We have not had our first race yet, so if you're an oval racer, want to get started and run the full season, now is the time to do it. Scan the QR code, or you can go to midwest-motorsports.com. If you're a road racer, GT4s, get in on the action, and it's never too late. Signups are free and always open. And you can join this action. You can see why we have 24 cars in the field tonight. Everybody's been clean so far, and just super intense racing action. You can see the M&Ms on the screen. Everybody's on the same lap. Everybody's on the same straightaway. You got a threat for the lead going too wide. Now it's cooler. Leaves plenty of room. John Daniels leaves room too. But that is a sign of things to come. And this is allowing Jason Phillips to catch back up. Brian Coxon has lost a little bit of ground to Jason Phillips. But here we are with Jason Phillips. He's watching the racing ahead of him as we are. And amazing, awesome track. Downhill. Easy to run off wide there. Important to carry as much momentum through this first right-hander as you can, because it tightens up, decreasing radius 2 corners before a little short shoot. And then the super tight S is hard on the brakes. Hard to make passes here, but easy to lose time. And this is the tightest turn on the track. Again, downhill, off camber, bumpy. Traction control with the GT4s not helping you at all, as Jason Phillips now has caught up to Travis Rowe. So we now have a 4-way battle for the front. Even though the AM and Pro are in 2 separate divisions, each position carries different points paying, so every position matters. Whether you're a Pro or an AM, you carry those points to your series. So just because you're a Pro does not mean you're going to be gifted a pass. As Niles Kula now right on the bumper of John Daniels. John Daniels going all the way to the pits. Niles Kula pinches and squeezes him down into the braking zone at turn 1. Let's see if Niles Kula can cross over through the exit of the Senna S without losing second place to Travis Rowe. Not this lap. Travis Rowe now looking very racy on Niles Kula. Respect to Niles and Travis for not taking each other out and keeping this clean, knowing that we have 47 minutes remaining in the race. Travis Rowe carrying a lot of speed through there. Jason Phillips using all the exit. Oh no, Glicker and Thaler get into it. Five seconds later, oh no. No, it went off and back on. Not sure. There's Travis. There's Ian Bakaitis chasing down Justin Thaler. And this is for 11th and 12th. Ian Bakaitis gets around. So it must have been just a little touch. You're at David Stark. Oh, it goes wide. And a couple cars follow him. Glickner, that is, that followed him. Gotcha. So that may have been just a off and back on. Hard to tell there, but just feeling the pressure. That's a braking zone that's easy to get wrong. Thanks, Adam, for the replay. It's Justin Thaler in front of Ty Williams with CJ Barzak and Ian Bakaitis side by side behind. So this is a battle 11, 12, 13, 14. Justin Thaler in the Porsche with the yellow wheels. Ty Williams and CJ Barzak going side by side. Aaron, you caught us at a great time. We're going 3 wide into the Senna S's as Justin Thaler, we ride with him. Looking back at Ty Williams, Ian Bakaitis, CJ Barzak, and Andrew Willis now even in this 15th, a 4-way position. Aaron, I think he got me. Are you in here? No, he wants to wait a second. thankfully somebody's here to join this exciting race with me in the booth. We'll give Aaron a couple more seconds while he gets caught up. Who's this making their grand entrance?
James, you got me. I'm sorry. I was trying to get here fast enough, but I had to take my my pigeons for a walk, and I had just missed the start of the race. You okay?
Who needs a door when you got a window to jump through, right?
That's right. How you
Hey,
doing, man?
glad you joined us, man. We were watching some racing at Interlagos. These GT4 guys have been going crazy. So I'll catch you up. John Daniels, yes, the same John Daniels that won the Cup race duels at Daytona, put it on the pole as your leader and is now broken away to almost a 3-second lead.
John Daniels?
The very one and only John Daniels is on a roll. I don't know. I guess he's been going to church and volunteering at the homeless shelter to get some good luck. But whatever it is, he's got to keep it up because maybe it's more than luck. Pure skill is ahead of all of the pros. John Daniels is leading the race. He's got a 3-second lead now on Niles Cool. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but hopefully we can find out. But yeah, amazing racing. Jason Phillips and Brian Coxon have switched places as well. Michael Odell in 6th. Jesse Coffey. Oh, yeah. We got a great race. We got 45 minutes left. I'm glad you're here. What do you know about the Brazil track, and what do you think we're going to see? I'm glad you joined us. Thanks for coming.
We're going to see some tight racing. I mean, we know very well that turns 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the tricky pass sections, as well as the long sweeping right or left-hand turn straightaway. So there'll be a good passing section as well as the turn 5 where they come down from that fast straightaway. So good passing setups here. We see Justin Glickner setting past Walker McNaughty, who did his best Ryan Blaney impression this last Sunday they're racing. Yeah. Just barely able to hold him up, but man, John Daniels really to get a PC check on this guy. He's flying, or he had some extra Choco Milky.
Yeah, he likes the chalky milk, I think.
Chalky milk, yep. These guys are looking really good right now. I mean, not every day you see a red car as he's getting a heap of gaps behind him. These guys are racing for position behind him. He's got a freight train coming. Brian Coxon not trying to waste any time, trying to get back up there, and Travis Rowe as well, trying to put those blue cars back in the one spot.
Here's the replay of Niles Cooler running off. He qualified 2nd, and he was giving John Daniels all he could take, as the Porsches seem to be the stronger manufacturer. But Brian Coxon takes advantage, and here we are back live. He loses another spot. Niles Cooler going the wrong way. That pushes Jason Phillips wide, and now he loses 2 spots, 3 spots. Jesse Coffey gets by as well. Michael Odell and Jesse Coffey. There's just a little push. Jason Phillips leaving plenty of room for for Jesse Coffey to get by, but Niles Cooler going the wrong way. Not the way Niles Cooler wanted to go. But that just gives John Daniels even a bigger cushion. It's almost 3.5 seconds now lead he has over everybody. Niles Cooler, I want to stick with Niles for just a couple more seconds if we can. I did some research on him, and he is from Latvia, Valmiera, Latvia, and he is a go-kart champion in his country. Sorry, 1 second. There it is. No, he got 2nd place last year in Latvian's amateur go-kart championship heavy division. So no stranger to racing, rocking the G29 in a regular kitchen chair and racing up front, put it in on the front row for this race. And I'm sure he has high expectations, still running 2nd in the AMs, currently 5th overall with, like I say, lots of racing to go. We haven't had the pit stop yet, so anything can happen, but I just wanted to put a spotlight on Niles Cooler racing from overseas and joining us at Midwest Motorsports. Once again, the international league that we are. It's great to have everybody.
I'm going through names here. I'm seeing some familiar names that are not with us. I don't see Max in here, Max Bauer. He's not with us tonight. A couple other bigger names I've not seen. Am I missing Joshua Blum? Oh no, he's back there in 13th. Got it. So we're just trying to catch our way back with who's here and who's not here. We got David Starks in P10 for the pro division, guys. Looking good. Got JT behind him, Justin Taylor. who had himself a nice race on Sunday until he decided he forgot to check his engine temps.
He done blow it up. Let's see if the Porsche can last a little longer.
It's a rear-engine car. It should last him a lot longer.
He did do a lot of pushing Sunday, that's for sure.
Yeah. Jason Phillips, you think it's best Richard Petty impression in Mercedes-Benz?
I like it. You can see it from a distance.
Oh yeah, it's not hard to miss that car.
Yeah, so expect a big shakeup in the points. Coming into the race, Brian Coxon had a 25-point lead over Jason Phillips. Travis Rowe third, and now he's currently running second. And losing time, he does have the purple lap, the fastest lap of the race, but losing time to John Daniels. It's Jesse Coffey, 6th place in the points. 30 points from Josh Bloom. Josh Bloom gets the Midwest Motorsports Lawn Service Duties Award for today. He's been off track a couple of times after a rough end to Road Atlanta. But Jason Phillips in the Mercedes, this maybe just not the right track for a Mercedes, or tires don't heat up and warm up in the first couple of laps, but did not have good qualifying. As Glickner here putting pressure on Walker McNulty in the McLaren.
Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but we did have quite a handful of people come in for their pit stops a little early, hitting at the 21-minute mark. I see a couple of people on the outs, and I was just trying to make sure that I wasn't missing something on screen, but those guys have taken their pit stops already, so we'll see how that goes if they're able to make it 40 more minutes on this track.
Yeah, that might be a timing thing, the way the pit entry lane is. You can really cut the track into the pit entry, so I don't think I see pit lap. Nobody's really at a stop time yet.
Oh,
so
God. Okay. Yeah,
maybe it's just playing games with your timing and scoring, but it's not just you. I had to take a second look as well. A little bit early. I think 20 minutes the window does open, but maybe not for tires. So depending on what kind of traffic you're in. Got David Stark. Where's Justin? There he is. Okay, another second behind. These guys have kind of broken into a couple of groups, but look at the lead John Daniels has got. You can see on the M&M track map that he's almost 3 or 4 turns away, almost 4 seconds now. Cranking out the laps. He's got the radio on, the air conditioner on, and out the window. David Stark gets passed by Justin Glickner through turn 1. That seems to be the best passing zone. The end of the long straight, pit lane straight. And Thaler now flashing on David Stark. Let's see. Stark takes a narrow entry. See if Justin can cross him over. Nice counter steer, controlling the slide on the exit for David Stark. Justin Thaler crosses over, crosses back, decides not this lap, this corner. Very hard to make a pass there. You want to keep your momentum. Stark does a good job of keeping it tight there, which you're supposed to do. Into the tightest section of the track. Downhill right, and then off camber left at the bottom. Full compression here as you put on the power. Control the slide on exit. Into another easy to go off track. Just get one wheel off. And if you can see on the end of the curbing, they have like some concrete lattice work that you can use too. But right there, they're using all of it. Justin Thaler gets 4 wheels on the lattice. Perfect example. We talked about that before the race. Not really, but good timing there for Justin Thaler to run wide. Not slow down too much, but maybe carry up a little bit higher minimum speed to that final corner onto the longest straightaway. There's the pit entry, Aaron. You can see they're cutting, and somebody does cut off. Is that Glickner coming in now? Now that's a legitimate pit stop.
Yeah, I see that now.
So Glickner's the first to pit, trying to undercut. We'll see what happens. We'll see how long he's in. Ty Williams also. Nope, maybe that's a psych. We do see Josh Bloom came in at lap 13, and we are on lap 14. So pit window's open. Action is happening.
Yeah, we did have Blickner. Blum already came in, so we have 2 people
Just
that
a
did
lap
pit.
before. Yep. Bloom in for 12 seconds. Glickner in for 11. There we go. Interval gap and fastest time on the tower. Once again, shout out Adam Sondag running the overlays, keeping us informed with who's in the pits and what's going on in the race update. Justin Taylor's paint job looks pretty cool, Aaron. I hear he had some help with that.
Oh, it's been changed. That's not my original
Oh,
at
that's
all.
not it. You're right. Where's
No.
the elephant print? Here's a replay of Ty Williams somewhere. There he is in the back, far right. Oh, coming out of the pits, maybe? We're in reverse. So let's see what happens. As it's coming in. Oh, there is a little S curve in the pit entrance. I don't know if we can ride with them, maybe. It's going to go. It's going to lose. We're going to lose them. Can we go in the car? No. No harm, no foul. Into the pits. I'm not sure what that. Maybe he missed his box. But it did show up as an incident, I think. Leader John Daniels. We're in a replay with them. No worries. It's all good. John Daniels out here giving a clinic. Take notes, everybody. 4-7. Oh, Thaler spins it. That's turn 1, I believe. He got some help there.
No,
Is
that's
that Glickner?
like turn 5.
Oh, no. Oh, you're right. That is.
That's after the big straightaway.
Okay, turn 5. All right, so after the S is Curva del Sol, then the long straight, and David Stark behind him. Oh, he tried to miss him. David Stark gets it wrong. And you can see David Stark go driver's right to try to avoid, but man, big difference in entry speed there. Not sure if Justin missed his normal braking point. Here we are. Justin's on the brakes and David Stark swerves right to try to miss him, but it's too late. Thaler was trying to maybe lift and coast through there. David Stark was going in deep. No intent, you can tell by car position. And then Justin Thaler trying to get back on the track without rejoining dangerously and spins it around, just trying to rejoin. Watch. Oh, all right. All good. Don't stress. Justin Taylor back down to 14th, but lots of race time left. He's got Aaron Mitchell behind him, so he's still in the race. He's still ahead of Steve Hansel. But yes, now he chooses the time to come into pit. I think Justin was distracted and lifted way earlier than normal. He'll get back in it. All right, back up to the front. This is the race for second, third, and fourth. Travis Rowe, Brian Cox, and Michael Odell. 3 car manufacturers. Porsche, McLaren, Aston Martin. Travis Rowe leading him on and carrying all the speed. Good job, Travis. These guys still have not pitted, either as John Daniels. So my guesses are going to go as long as they can, about 40 minutes, 40, I believe, is as long as they can go on a tank. But based on an 11-second pit stop, I don't think they took tires. Albert Williams stopped for 18 seconds, so maybe Ty pitted or took tires at a stop. A 4-second stop. I mean, I guess Steve Hansel came in for another reason, for a fast repair. Walker McNulty, nope, not in the pits yet. Psyched me out. All right. 2, 3, and 4. What we're watching there with 5, 6, right, not too far behind. Niles Coulter looks like he's starting to gain some of that track position back. As we approach the halfway point, halfway through the race. Chattanooga, Tennessee's Jason Phillips. Okay, I'm hearing John Daniels is a pro driver. And I believe that is correct. It's confirmed. So apologies for that. Which puts even bigger emphasis on Niles Coulter, knowing that he is the highest AM and put it on the front row. So that says even more about Niles. I don't think Niles is going to be an AM driver next season. I think he's going to have a blue number next year. Let's see if Jason Phillips can make up some ground on him. But right now it's Coulter doing faster laps. But give John Daniels credit as he continues to stretch out the lead.
So we got Landon Sparkle. He's coming to the pits now. We got a handful of people that have pitted now. He's coming to see now. So we got 1 through 14 have yet to pit, and then a couple. Walker McNulty hasn't pitted, neither has John Aslan. So we've got just shy of half the field taking their pit stops now. And it's getting past that halfway point, so we'll try to see some people following here pretty soon. Anto coming in for a 4-second pit stop.
Yeah, I think that's for a fast repair.
On lap 16 though, I don't know.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
TJ Barzak for the .82 pit stop? Maybe these pit stop times are off, but these guys are coming in past the halfway point for less than 5 seconds. I don't know if that's enough fuel. We see some people coming in for 18 and 13 and 12 seconds, and these guys are coming in later. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I could eat my own foot right there, eat my own words.
Jason Phillips going side by side with Niles Coulter. Jesse Coffey right behind, so don't take any huge risk here to get around Niles. But definitely losing time to his points battle with Brian Coxon up ahead. I thought he was going to pass there. Sorry, Aaron. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, he didn't. Trying to figure out how this timing tire. Apparently, it's showing that everybody's jumping into the pit instead of entering the pit. So
yeah, it's hard to tell.
Numbers.
Coming in and out.
Yeah, we'll just take them for how they're running on track. Right now, you got this battle for 5, 6, and 7. Odell, Coxon, and Rowe kind of broken away from these guys. So you got John Daniels, I believe might be lapping. He lapped somebody.
He did lose some time there. He had a 4-second lead. Now it's only 3.
Yeah, he might have got caught up with Taylor Montague right in front of him, so it might have held him up just a smidge, but looks like he's gotten around him now. So as we see John Daniels and Travis Rowe, they have entered the pits. Got them on pit lane now. Look for the rest of the people. They're trying to do the undercut. If I'm not mistaken. Mess up on terms sometimes. I believe the first one that hits the undercut.
Correct.
Yeah, got it.
Who's under now? John Daniels comes in. I believe that's going to be legit because he and Travis are dropping. So now is the time. John Daniels decides to pit. Travis Rowe in second, pits with him.
He's representing his his old paint team he did last night or Sunday night at Cup Series with the same same sponsoring, just a little bit different colors. He ran the red and yellow.
Right on. This battle now for the lead, but was for, I believe, 4th and 5th between Brian Coxon and Michael Odell. It's been going on almost the whole race. John Daniels pulls out first, and it's got a big lead on Travis Rowe. No, it's still 3.7. So about the same time for both of those guys. Let's see if Brian and Michael decide to pit now and overcut one lap. See what happens.
A little bit of a late decision by these guys, but they fake him out.
Maybe they faked us out for sure.
Maybe not so much of an actual fake out. Maybe just taking the better racing line, but look pretty. I mean, I thought once you go over that line, you kind of have to take it. But who knows? I mean, I wasn't here for the driver's meeting, so I may have been told that you're allowed to.
I hope timing is going crazy because I'm not used to seeing what I think I should be seeing. Hard to tell. We'll let the pit lanes cycle out as we watch the on-track action. Michael Odell has been stalking Brian Coxon lap after lap. Taylor Montague pulls over to let him go. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate you. Back to to Niles Kula and Jason Phillips. Hopefully Justin Taylor's heart rate has slowed down just a little bit after going off track earlier. As the front runners come in now, Niles, Jason Phillips, Brian Coxon, Michael Odell stays out. Let's see if he can overcut him a lap. But reaching the end of the fuel. So Michael Odell. Oh, Andrew Willis has a little problem finding his pit box. That's going to cost him. Coxon leaves the pits. John Daniels carries it on over the lap car. I believe that's John Aslan, maybe.
Yes, I believe in Napa. John Aslan.
There's Travis Rowe, and he's coming under pressure now from Brian Coxon. So that's new. Let's see if we can find out by pit times. Yep. Coxon with 22 seconds in the pits. Travis Rowe only 17, so Brian Coxon definitely making up some ground. Back in the 42-second lap times. Tough break for Josh Bloom. Gives up the ghost. Feel bad for Josh Bloom. He's had several races this season. Just a season to forget about. But hopefully he still enjoys it. Kind of like pizza, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good, you know? Any day in the sim rig is a good day. We got black flag coming through. I believe Glickner. Too many X. Too many off tracks. Too many incidents. There's confirmation. Thanks, Adam. Rick Bundren and Steve Hansel seem to be going at it. That is for 17th and 18th. Oh, maybe that was just a pit. There's Justin Glickner with Steve Hansel and Andrew Wills. As Glickner comes out. Third place, Brian Coxon. And there's Michael Odell right behind him. Chasing Travis Rowe. 4.1 now. I'm surprised we didn't see rain. A lot of times in Brazil is Interlagos, between the lakes, known for rainy surfaces or rainy conditions. Is the iRacing rain for GT4 series yet? Do you know, Aaron?
I believe that's coming soon. I don't think that's out yet. That might be the next big update.
Can't get here soon enough. I know the admins would love to throw another curveball at these GT4 drivers, as Walker McNulty also serves a black flag drive-through. And yes, you can count on rain next season for the GT4 cars. The admins are drooling in the excitement, waiting to throw that curveball. Now, Coolidge run a pretty good race, I would say. Here's Walker McNulty after serving a drive-through. Back with CJ Barzak. CJ Barzak's from Boulder, Colorado. Only been sim racing for about 2 years. He is a twin, and he said he's the fun twin. CJ Barzak. He's getting pressure from Walker McNulty with Francis Faustino in the back. Sorry, Aaron, what's that?
I can attest to that. There is a fun twin and not so fun twin. I have him as well.
Okay, all right, gotcha. That's right. The father of twins would know.
Yeah, but they're both equally pain in my butts, but they're both equally loved.
Yeah, I bet, for sure. Well, Walker McNulty, move him up a spot. CJ Barzak goes down one. And now Francis Faustino in the white and red, number 36. Looks aggressive as he's poking his nose down at CJ's bumper as well. Riding with Francis Faustino now, looking up at the 50-50 paint of CJ Barzak. Francis Faustino nice and smooth on the steering wheel. Not sure if you saw the Rig Picks thread in our Discord channel, but Francis Faustino is putting his new wheel to use. And nice and smooth on steering inputs, you can see. And his tires are just talking to you. You can hear him begging for mercy. Go easy on me. Go easy. I'm heating up. As he continues, but nice and smooth on the throttle inputs. This is not Francis's first day in the rig. You can tell as he comes around Gentile for the final corner, puts the power down. Perfect driving so far for P11 and Francis Faustino. But the class of the field, number 81, John Daniels.
Maintaining his 4.5 second lead he has had majority of the last half of this race. So I don't know what John Daniels put in that chocolate milk of his, but he's putting it to good work tonight. But instead of running in third place and hunting down, he's just pulling away from the rest of the field, and it's quite impressive to see what he's done this past couple of weeks. You just had to put that in my face. Thanks, Adam. Yes. John Daniels was a Midwest Motorsports Duels winner. Got himself a nice P1 start for the 500 or the R500 on Sunday with the last lap out of turn 2 pass between myself and
he went right by Aaron like Aaron was going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I pushed for longer the race, and then John Daniels gets a little help from 2 cars behind him that I was not fully aware of getting the help for, and he just went flying by me like I was standing still. So John Daniels made the unprecedented move that I was not expecting to happen, and he made it and caught me unaware of what was going on, and I was not paying attention to my surroundings. I was trying to figure out how I was going to pass Huffman in front of me and did not anticipate Daniels being there at all. But good on him. Now you got this battle here. This is for 2, 3, 4. So Cox and Odell have caught up to Travis Rowe. I'm not sure what's in the last lap time, but still very similar. I'm not sure if Rowe had a little bit of a slip up somewhere, but at one point he had about 2 seconds on these guys, 2 or 3 seconds. Now they're right up on him. So Odell and Coxon catching up, running the single file line, trying to push each other forward.
Travis Rowe feeling the pressure as he continues to lose grip on first place and now has to drive from his mirrors. Brian Coxon definitely looks threatening. The blue McLaren is Brian Coxon. Michael Odell, finally after a couple of runs that we're not used to seeing Michael Odell putting a full race together with 13 minutes to go. I hope I don't put the broadcaster's curse on him, but so far Michael Odell is finally putting a race like the Michael Odell of last season. Francis Faustino still chasing CJ Barzak.
Odell is showing us the way he made his way up to the Pro Series, finally find himself back in the top 5. Yeah, Glipner back here. I know it's Steve Hansel behind him and David Stark in front of him. Just fun. These guys are Justin Taylor.
Remember, David Stark and Justin Taylor got together earlier, and now Justin Taylor is back in front. He did stop. He had a 9-second stop. So my guess, David Stark had a 29-second stop.
Yeah, we can't trust the pit timings. It might still be pissed off.
True.
So. You see a lot of random pit stops. You got 4 seconds. You got less than a second. I don't know if you can trust much of himself. You see Hansel now going on the inside of Glickner. Getting
side by side.
Out of Did you saw Gentile?
Gentile.
Gentile. God, I was like, is it gentle? Like French speaking?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm making it up. It's Brazilian. I put a Portuguese accent on it. Here's diving on the inside. Steve Hansel. Inside David Stark. Glickner wants a piece of this too. Glickner in the Porsche with the red wheels. David Stark leaves room with Andrew Willis ready to pounce behind as well. Let's see. This is where David Stark and Justin Taylor got together. Andrew Willis is going to go 3 wide. Nope, thinks better of it. Tucks back in. Now forces David Stark inside. Great cameras by Adam Sondag to give us the best action as Andrew Willis in the green Mercedes gets a better run on the exit. David Stark's entry was compromised by taking a defensive line, and that is a crossover move to perfection for Andrew Willis. All set up by Justin Glickner coming through the Senna S's 2 wide with David. David lost all of his momentum around Curva del Sol, and loses 2 positions in just a matter of a couple of corners, not to mention Steve Hansel before as well. So that's how quickly in the GT4, it's how good and how close these Midwest Motorsports GT4 drivers are. Michael Odell has a run on Brian Coxon. Did he give him a push? You give him a push around Del Sol. Now the back straight headed to turn 5. Hard on the brakes. Brian Coxon has to let him go. Can he cross him over? Odell keeps the momentum going using all the exit. Not this time, so let's see if Brian Coxon can get that position back. Travis Rowe finally has about half a second to breathe. Now let's see if Michael Odell can move up. This is for the podium spot. Brian Coxon currently off the podium now. But still in front of second place in points, Jason Phillips. So Brian Coxon's not going to lose any points to Jason Phillips. But Travis Rowe stands a lot to gain now if he can come in second place and bring it home. John Daniels has not been able to put a season together. I'm glad to see him having a good run today. As we're 9 minutes to go. 5.5 seconds now to second place. Jesse Coffey by himself in a no man's land. Niles Kula in P6. There's Jason Phillips, P7. All by himself. I think he's just ready to bring it home.
You know, it's actually not that bad. You're a P7, top 10. Have a comfortable lead from someone behind you, and you got a guy in front of you that can just watch, and maybe he makes his mistake and you get next position. But I'll take a P7 lonely ride over a last place getting out any day. Still in second place. He's down 25 points to Brian Coxon overall. Brian Coxon's fourth, so not too much of a point loss going to be taken for Phillips. Travis Rowe got, like you said, got the most to gain. He's currently down 1,600 points from Brian Coxon, so he's got the most to gain right now.
We got a race.
There you go. Hansel.
Sorry.
Hansel put the last couple of laps together. He passed Flickner, Thaler, and David Stark all within like 3 laps, and Joseph Thaler let him know, I got you, buddy. I'm seeing you.
Yeah, Steve Hansel, familiar with this track, it must be, because he's definitely had, like you said, Aaron, he's put a couple of laps together and shown his way around the track.
Yeah, the battle of the Justins got brewing behind him now. But we're looking to make a move inside of Thaler in this tight turn. Inside turn to the outside, he's got to make it stick here. As Thaler's going to take the inside lane back away from him. You guys running very similar paint schemes.
Remember Nürburgring. Oh, Thaler runs wide, crosses over, carries more speed on the exit. Oh, nice crossover move. Takes Glickner to school. That's how you take the last turn. Perfect example of knowing the track, but now Glickner's in the slipstream. Can he make it? Justin's gonna make him go as tight as he can. Not yet. We still have 6.5 minutes to go. Michael past Travis Rowe.
There you go. So Travis Rowe gets past him. I'm not sure how that's going to get set up. Looking from where they're at, it might have been set up in turn 5. Maybe just after that, he might have put some pressure on Travis Rowe between 7 and 8 in the little S turn. Coxon's hot on Travis Rowe's tail, looking to get some more points and pull away from Travis Rowe some more. Right now, your top 4 is top 4 in the championship. I'm sorry, notice that. John Daniels. Yeah, John Daniels is going to get the biggest jump here. He's not even in the top 10. Sitting P12 right now. Tied for 12 with Andrew Willis, so he's got a lot he's going to gain from this race. Good on him.
Brian Coxon now on the inside of Travis Rowe. Turn 5 again. Too wide. Travis Rowe going the wrong direction. Brian Coxon leaves plenty of room on the outside for him. Good on you. Walking away with it, John Daniels. Over 7 seconds now. Over Michael Odell.
22, Albert Williams got stuck with the drive-through. Might have cut the track a little too many times there, so he's going to be dropping a little bit more from his position. Not going to help him out in the AM standings. He's sitting P2 behind Ian Bacchius. And Ian Bacchius sitting P8 overall, and Albert Williams now sitting down at 20th, 21st. So as you come across the finish line here, looks like we're going to have maybe 3 laps left. Most likely, maybe 2, most likely 3. We'll see how these guys finish off as you get P1 coming down the first backstretch right now. The shorter of the backstretches. Coming into turn 5, you got Brian Coxon battling still with Travis Rowe in front of him. Michael Odell's put almost a second on these guys. So he's slowly starting to inch forward. Glad to see Michael Odell back in his racing form. Had a rough couple weeks. Put it back together. Probably had some more seat time. These guys, man, these guys are able to turn left and right. I'm not very good at that. I do a lot of good circles, so when you see these guys coming through and making a left and right, it's impressive to watch them do that. You have to put actual practice in here instead of just mashing the go pedal and holding it to the left.
This might be the pass from Michael Odell and Travis Rowe.
That was
side by side.
Turn 5. That was set to turn 5 like I thought.
Yep.
Outside turns into inside.
Great racing. GT4 style. There it is. You're right. Travis Rowe had to defend on the inside and crossed him over. Thanks for throwing us back to that. Travis Rowe tries to get him back, but nothing doing. Nice work. Glickner now's lost contact with Thaler, and Andrew Willis right there still. So that means Glickner got back by. Still a good show by Andrew Willis tonight. I know we get a little bit glitchy when we try to throw a replay up. It kind of takes us to this fixed static cam. So apologies for that. It's not Adam's fault. This is the closest battles on the track. Francis and Steve Hansel. Oh, there it is. Steve Hansel just got him, I think. I'm glitchy as well. Yeah, here we go. Steve Hansel and Francis Faustino. I believe Steve just now got around him. So move Francis Faustino down a spot, move Steve Hansel into the top 10.
Yeah, Steve, man, put on a good run. It's nice to see Steve come back out here. He usually gets stuck in some bad situations, but he's having himself a good run. The last half of this race, after he went to pits, I mean, he just put together the laps. Man, just got comfortable and figured out that he can break certain areas later and or turn in. But it's glad to see Steve Hansel make it up to the top 10, running in his racing form. He just had to get some more time in with these left and right cars. Yeah, with
We're
all these
coming up.
drive-through, with all these, I'm gonna go ahead and steal from Adam here. I saw pop up in the chat. With all these drive-throughs coming on, we're gonna have to get a sponsorship for a fast food company. These guys hitting the drive-through like left and right. Don't worry, Adam. You might have bashed me a little bit earlier on screen, but I'll go ahead and help you out here. Oh, there you go. DoorDash sponsorship. There we go. DoorBash sponsorship.
Final lap. Where's John Daniels?
John Daniels is...
He's in the middle section of the track, just past turn 5, coming up on 6. So this is going to be the final lap. Can Brian Coxon get back on the podium? Travis Rowe currently has third. Brian Coxon wants it. I think Michael Odell is gone. Brian Coxon trying to be strategic as we come through the tight section in the middle of the track. Turns 8 and 9. Not this time. He's going to have to throw it into Gentile and come side by side across the line. We'll see if he can get a better run on the final corner. Out of here's where the run starts. You got to carry as much momentum as you can. Congrats to John Daniels. We'll get there. Here we go. The final corner. Michael Odell's got second. Nothing doing there. Brian Coxon gives it his all. On the exit, he goes wide. Brian Coxon in the wall.
Oh,
is he going to lose some spots?
He's definitely going to lose some spots.
Jesse Coffey goes by. But yeah, let's give it up for John Daniels. John Daniels brings it home.
Drop of the flag up. Just carried it the whole way. Cox is going to come back in.
Loses a spot to Phillips.
Come back in 7th.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
a gift.
Coxon. He just came out wide right here, hit the grass and just held it down. He gambled. He put it all on black and it hit red.
Yeah.
Oh, major mistake on Brian Coxon's part. Let's see, he's going to take out wide and just hold it.
All or nothing. We talked about that concrete lattice on the outside here. And he used all of it and then some. And gets his right wheels on the grass. Counter steers and can't catch that. There's no coming back. We're going to ride with him. Oh. Hold on.
Get off the icy hot.
Broken windshield. Spins it around. Hopefully he had his Hans device. Taylor Montague gets a lap back. Coxon seeing Tweety birds and stars circling his helmet, trying to keep it together. There goes Jesse Coffey.
There goes Niles.
Niles Kula.
There goes Jason
Phillips. Oh my goodness.
All right, Coxon. So, with all that last turn excitement, you got John Daniels taking it home for the pro win, #1 spot, and Niles Kula getting the #1 spot for the amateurs, #5 on track for the most points separated gap by Ian Bacchus for a little bit. And those guys put a huge gap upon the rest of the amateur field. There goes some little door banging afterwards. These guys give me a little help.
I hope that didn't give him a drive through.
Oh, mate, no.
With his X's, if he's close to 12, 12 or 15, if everybody have a checkered flag. Okay.
I believe most people.
Aaron Mitchell, Barzak. The track is still hot. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't give him a hard time, but I'm sure race control might be able to correct it if so.
Oh boy, we're gonna have an interesting interview if we get John Daniels in here again as we had on Sunday.
Yeah,
he was happy. You thought he was happy then, and wait till you hear him now.
2 in a row for John Daniels.
Does he race trucks? Is he going to go for the trifecta?
That's a good question. I've not seen him run the truck race. Don't give him any ideas.
All right, so let's see.
He's not in the Road Series race chatter, so I'm not sure. Let me see if I can try to find him and text him.
Oh yeah, he's in the race chatter. I'll bring him up. Let's transfer him to here. Transfer him to here. Transfer him to here. Here he comes. Ready?
And we got John Daniels, your winner from flag to flag. After putting it on the pole, John Daniels, you had a good run Sunday in the Cup car. You thought you'd bring some of that good luck again here in Brazil, man. Congratulations on a great race.
I don't know how I did that, but I am just thrilled beyond all words.
Flag to flag, man. And you put it on the pole. You did not get the fastest lap, but you still led every lap, man, except for the pit cycles, of course. But, man, tell me how you did it, man. Have you got a lot of experience on this track in different series, or did you come in the track with an advantage? What's the word?
Well, here's the thing. The only real advantage I had is, when the testing downtime comes for maintenance, I like to go around here purely based on, it's a good high downforce track to see how good or bad a car is. But even then, that's just, random test driver stuff. The only other real stuff I just have is the fact that I play the Formula One video games for years and years and years. I just love the track, and this track really suits the Porsche. Like what would traditionally be considered Sector 2 is just the Porsche just dances through there, and I actually really was able to maximize that section of the track. It was good enough to on the other parts to be okay. I will say it definitely did help to be battling hills there at the end, because we kind of got a trolley train going there, and just was able to keep things behind. And after I shook him, that's just when I took off. I was able to focus forward, as I tell my endurance buddies that I run with, just focus forward and you'll do good. And I took my own advice, and I'm going 2 for 2 this week. I repainted the Porsche and everything.
Yeah, you're leading the point series and the Cup series, and you're tonight's most recent GT4 race winner in the Porsche. You brought it home, man. Congratulations on a great race. We got everybody in victory lane drinking chalky milk just for you, splashing it, getting it everywhere. We're going to smell great a little later on, but just want to say thanks for being with Midwest Motorsports, and congratulations on another win.
I'm having a ball here, and come on out, join, have fun, join the GT4 League, and be like me. Get your free chalky milk.
That's right, John. That's John Daniels, your winner for the GT4s from Interlagos in Brazil. We appreciate everybody, all the admins to make it happen. And Aaron, you got anything else for us before we let you go and close it out?
Oh man, I'm sad I missed the beginning of it, but it was nice to see these guys racing hard tonight. John Daniels getting himself another win tonight, backing up from his Sunday race, meaning he can do more than just turn left. Nice to see these guys racing tonight. I mean, it was a good race overall. We had 24 cars tonight that started, and a couple of them didn't make it through the rest of the time, but hats off to John Daniels and going 2 for 2 in the racing for the start of this week.
Yeah, I'd say sorry we missed a conversation with Niles Kula, but he decides he wants to have somebody else do an interview, so we're not going to get Niles, but shout out to Niles Kula for having a great qualifying and a great race on the AM side. And that's all I got, man. You can click the QR code on the screen or go to midwest-motorsports.com. For more, for Adam Sondag, Aaron Holroyd, I'm James J., reminding you to stay in your lane.
Choo-choo!